C'est toi, noble empereur, qui m'avait placé gouverneur de Louisbourg, ville admirable qu'on croyait en sûreté. On t'y croyait imprenable, mais tu n'as plus résisté.
You're listening to a recording made by folklorist Helen Creighton on June 6, 1944, in Saint-Joseph-du-Moine on Cape Breton Island. Although initially untitled, this song came to be known as La Complainte de Louisbourg, or Louisbourg's Lament. In our second podcast of the series, we analyzed the song and discussed the relevancy of the lyrics in regard to the fall of the fortress of Louisbourg to the British.
Je voudrais bien que tous ces bons vieillards s'orientent dans le paradis. Je voudrais bien que tous ces bons vieillards s'orientent dans le paradis. Et que toutes les bonnes vieilles s'orientent ailleurs, tiennent compagnie. Cela m'irait rêver, cela m'irait jouir.
Welcome to the Lost World of Cape Breton podcast series. In the spring of 1944, Canadian folklorist Helen Creighton arrived in Cape Breton Island on her ever-expanding project to collect, document, and preserve the traditional songs of Nova Scotia. Working under the sponsorship of the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., she began to catalogue the songs from the village of Étang, a community that had been settled by Acadians following Le Grand Dérangement of 1755. The man you heard at the beginning of this podcast is Tom Doucette. Helen Creighton sat down with him in the spring of 1944, and he sang for her some of his repertoire of Acadian ballads and milling songs. The following is an example of a popular milling song recorded in Saint-Joseph-du-Moine in the 1950s. Mary Helen Creighton was born in 1899 in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. She was a prominent Canadian folklorist, collecting over 4,000 traditional songs and stories, spanning several decades. She also published many books and articles on Nova Scotia folk songs and folklore, receiving numerous honorary degrees for her work. Helen Creighton was also made a member of the Order of Canada in 1976. She traveled all across Nova Scotia and beyond, collecting her songs and stories. Here she is arriving at the home of Peter Chiasson in Étang on Cape Breton Island. The equipment used to record Peter Chiasson and others was loaned to her by the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Have you a favorite song you like to sing, Mr. Chiasson?
Oh, I might have a couple yet. What, do you want a French song?
Yes. And if you'll sing it in there, then you'll be able to hear it played back on the machine.
Okay, I'll try one. Quand j'étais sur mon père, petit à la maison, je m'en vais à la fontaine pour remplir mon couchant magnéton. Magnéton dans les filles attend. Les filles à magnéton. Do you like the song?
Yes, very much.
You want me to sing the rest?
Yes, if you will, please.
Okay. Je m'en vais à la fontaine pour remplir mon couchon, La fontaine est profonde, couché comme sur au fond magnéton. Magnéton dans les filles attend. Les filles à magnéton.
This song that Peter Chiasson just sang, along with Tom Doucet's song heard at the beginning of the podcast, were more than likely being recorded for the first time, many of these songs already centuries old. Among the handful of songs that Tom Doucet sang for Helen Creighton was an unnamed song that told the story of the Siege of Louisbourg almost 200 years prior. A few things quickly become apparent when listening to this song. Firstly, the lyrics are incredibly detailed and contain descriptions of precise events. As well, it provides a rather detailed inventory of supplies found within the fortress of Louisbourg during the siege. And oddly enough, it also appears to be known only by the Acadians from the region of Étang. We're going to conclude part 1 of this podcast by listening to a little bit of the 1944 recording of La Complainte de Louisbourg. You'll note a somewhat relaxed Tom Doucet ends the song in a most unique way, with the last line being, "You'll forgive the song, that's all I know."
Nos enceintes, quittant bagages et argent. J'ai quitté 120 canons, 20 milliers de poudre et de plomb, 15 000 corps de farine et 32 000 boulets. Les Anglais ont bien la mine d'y faire la guerre aux Français. J'ai fait une composition, moi et toute ma garnison, de sortir nos chalumiers en bourbaille, en bataillant. Vous excuserez la chanson, moi c'est tout ce que c'est.